Clerk will call the roll.
Glenn Whitley, County Judge.
Here.
Roy Charles Brooks, Commissioner Precinct 1.
Present.
Andy H. Wynn, Commissioner Precinct 2. Gary Fickus, Commissioner Precinct 3.
Here.
J.D. Johnson, Commissioner Precinct 4.
Here.
Constitutes a quorum.
Thank you. Our invocation today will be delivered by Pastor Tim Woody from the City Life Center Church. Thank you very much for coming out today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
After the invocation, please remain standing for our pledges.
Yes, most sovereign God, I come to you today to pray blessing over the Tarrant County Commissioner's Court. I want to thank you for their diligent work as they strive to govern my county, the 15th most populous in America. As they make decisions today regarding infrastructure, transportation, expenditures, the needs of the people, I humbly request the wisdom of God to be present in this room. I pray especially for my county judge, Glenn Whitley. I pray that he will be blessed as he presides over all of today's proceedings. Pray blessing also over Commissioner Brooks, Commissioner Nguyen in his absence, Commissioner Fickus, and Commissioner Johnson. Bless their work. God bless their families and homes also. Also bless the employees who are being celebrated today for their faithful service. May our Tarrant County leadership continue to be marked by strong ethics, compassion, creativity, and wisdom. And now may the Spirit of God rest upon Judge Whitley and these commissioners, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. El deseo de mi corazón que Dios bendiga a mi tierra, Tarrant County. En el nombre de Jesús. Amen.
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 I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you very much for coming out today, Pastor. Mr. Manius, agenda announcements.
Your Honor, we do not have any agenda announcements at this time.
Court members, you have before you the minutes of our regular meeting of June the 28th.
Move approval.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously. We have a congratulatory resolution today by Commissioner Brooks.
Yes, Your Honor. It is in honor of our Mother of Mercy Church and School, which is, well, the school is closing its doors after 87 years of service to the Southeast Fort Worth community. This is for ratification only. It will be presented on Saturday. I move its approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously. And now we have our employee recognition. And so as the routine goes, I will call your name, and please stand when you hear your name or something that sounds vaguely like your name. And then we'll go through a group, and then after we've had a chance to go through that group, then we'll give you what, recognize you as a group, and then we'll ask and we'll move forward to the next one. Let me do a little bit of catch up here before I get into this. There's a couple that weren't able to make it, or at least I don't think they're going to be able to make it. If they do, then it'll be a surprise to all of us, and we'll see what happens at that point in time. Beginning with our 5-year employees. Roosevelt Kennedy, Justice of the Peace, Precinct 4. Jacqueline Mendez, Pretrial Services. Raul Milano, Precinct 2. Christina Smith, District Clerk's Office. And Tori Thornsell, Sheriff's Department. These are our 5-year employees. Let's give them a hand. Now for our tenure employees, Cody Bell, Sheriff's Department. Rhonda Blackwell, Sheriff's Department. Adam Colbert, Colbert, Juvenile Services. Marvin Jackson, Sheriff's Department. Marvin. Antoinette Lancaster, Sheriff's Department. Michael Morris, Sheriff's Department. Nathan Peters, Facilities Management. Dana Rowe, Tax Office. Mariana Sherwood, Criminal District Attorney's Office. Tuan Tri, Sheriff's Department. These are our tenure employees. For our 15-year employees, Neves Aguiar, Elections, or close thereof. Bridget Gentry, Public Health. Okay, here. Claudia Lopez, Public Health. Brent Porosky, Facilities Management. David, did I come close? No, sir, you did not. Good. I'm glad he was not here. Would you like to give me the... Well, I didn't think I was too far off. That's within the ballpark on that one, I'm just telling you. Mark Thomas, Precinct 1. Charles Tucker, Facilities Management. Did all right on that one, didn't he? Tracy Wood, County Court of Law, Number 1. Leslie Young, the 233rd District Court. These are our 15-year employees. I sure am glad you were here. Now for our 20-year employees, Arnold Holmes, Constable Precinct 8. Everybody must still be on vacation. Somebody forget to tell us that we were closed today? Yeah, all of them were saying, I wish. Marinelle Joyner, District Clerk's Office. Diane Lee, Public Health. There you go. Thank you. And I think you brought your husband with you today. You want to stand up and introduce him there?
This is my husband, Brian Lee. He's over fleet services for the city of Arlington City.
Thank you very much for being with us today. And George Tabor, Precinct 1 Maintenance. Once again, thank you very much for being here. Now we're going to go with our 25 and plus year employees, and I had a chance to call and talk with them, even though there's a couple that are out on vacation. Our first one, Cheryl Lopez, I believe, is out. She's with the 325th District Court. She's our court coordinator. So when you see Cheryl, wish her happy 25th. Next is Mike McIlvain, and he was also on vacation and I wasn't sure whether he was going to be able to make it back, and it doesn't look like he was, and so he is with Juvenile Services, again, 25 years. Now next is Lisa Arneson. Lisa, there you go. She's celebrating 30 years. And I really think it's probably 31, but it's one of those funny things where personnel figures out how to make it less than what it is. Lisa started out in the district clerk's office, worked as a civil associate, civil administrative clerk. She transferred in 2004 to the family law, attorney general and juveniles for the district clerk. She actually retired in July of 2014 and then came back in November of 2014 to work for the family law judges, and she says they're the best bosses that she's ever had. Of course, looking at what she'd had before, that wouldn't be a hard thing to achieve. But we very much appreciate her coming out. She said memorable moments was they worked on the family law project with several other counties, and when they actually came to to looking at the court design for the family law report in 2008, they picked the one that Lisa had put together, and she remembered that very well. She also did say that she remembered the various district clerks that she'd had a chance to serve under. The opening of the new buildings, she said she started out in civil, then she went to the Tim Curry building, and now she's in the family law building. When I asked her what she liked the most, it was the privilege of helping people when they were kind of lost or distressed. When she hears a complaint, she looks at it as something that may need to be changed. And I think that's, that is a good approach to take in everything that we do. She said, I love being a county employee, was very appreciative of help that was given to her when her mother was fighting cancer. Also the way Tom Waller had supported her during that time frame. Her mom actually worked for the county clerk for 13 years, and she passed away in 2009. Since the last time we talked, she said she had her sons had graduated, one in 2015, is now at San Angelo, and then one in 2016, Tarleton. She said she is, I guess, the first one that has been selected by the family court bar as the staff member of the year. That was, she's a manager, and from that standpoint, and that was when she was a manager in the district clerk's office, and that's the first time that it had happened. We appreciate very, very much the 30 years you've given us, and I'm very glad you were able to make it over. I know y'all had a busy schedule. Judge, thank you for now, next is, I believe, Matt McDaniel, but he's out. He's also celebrating 30 years. And one other one that I don't have, just a second. There we go. Lydia Medina, tax office, 35 years. 35 years. A lot of time. She started off in the motor vehicles, moved to the administration building, and has been here ever since. She said, I've gone through 4 different tax collectors, Reed, June, Betsy, and Ron, and she said all of them have been great folks to work for. She said in the beginning we did a lot of typing, and now things are all computerized. When I asked her what she likes most, it was the supervisors and the employees that she's had a chance to work with. When last we talked, which would have been 5 years ago, her husband had retired for about 2 years, and she said he was really enjoying it, that she hadn't gotten the urge yet. And she still hadn't gotten that urge. Since last we talked, she has 2 twin boys and nephews, and she says, I really enjoy having the opportunity to be around them. They're going to turn 2 in October. And she says, I love working for the county. I love getting to go on vacation when I go on vacation. Lydia, we appreciate very, very much the 35 years you've given us. Thank you. We have cookies over in 504C. That must be where Wilder is, because I don't see him. So I would advise y'all to get back over there. Is he sticking his head out? No, he's gone. He's headed that way.
He's eating your cookies.
That's right. Thank you very, very much for your service to Tarrant County and all that you've meant. You really are what makes us great. And without your help, we wouldn't be the county that we are. So thank you very, very much for being here today. All 10. Yeah. of people must have just stayed on vacation for a couple extra days. I will move that we receive and file the employee recognition.
Second.
We have a motion to second. Any discussion, please vote. Motion passes unanimously. Court members, you have before you the consent agenda.
Move approval of the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion to second to approve the consent agenda. Any discussion, please vote. Motion passes unanimously.
I move to receive and file personnel agenda.
Second. We have a motion to second. Please vote. Motion passes unanimously.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rob.
Our first item is approval of an out-of-class pay extension. This is an extension to be requested through October 2nd. The cost for the extension is $2,689, but it will be fully offset by salary savings. This is for the Sheriff's Department.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion to second. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously.
Our next item is approval of a waiver of terminal benefits for the medical examiners for the forensic fellow physician. The current incumbent separated with 82 hours of vacation. The cost of this is $3,829, and this is retroactively to July 1st.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion to second. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously.
And our final item is to request approval to participate in the Arlington Independent School District Internship Program. You might remember we briefed you on this last week. This will be for participation in the 2016-2017 school year.
It's actually a waiver of the 18-year-old requirement.
Correct. This would allow us.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion to second. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Mr. Beecham.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have three items for your consideration this morning. Our first item is a bid award recommendation for bid 2016-137, the signing of contract for inmate uniforms. Recommendation be toward to the low bidder meeting all specifications, Bob Barker Company, on a per unit price basis and a discount off the list price.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion to second. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously.
Item number two is another bid award recommendation for bid 2016-140, the signing of contract for the purchase of a tractor and a boom mower. Recommendation would be to award on a per unit price basis, awarding to Bain Machinery and Landmark Equipment.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion to second. Please vote. Motion passes unanimously.
And our last item is a bid award recommendation also for bid 2016-151, signing a contract for lamps, ballast, and electrical supplies. Recommendation would be to award a per unit price basis and discount for list price for the primary, secondary, and alternate vendors as shown according to the case.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion to second. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Are there any appointments today? None. Then you have before you the claims, including the addendum.
Move approval of the claims, including the addendum.
Second.
We have a motion to second. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously. No briefing items.
Your Honor, we do not have any briefing items this morning.
Then at this time, we will recess our open meeting and proceed to close to discuss items exempted under sections 551.071, 072, 074, 076, and 087 of the Texas Government Code.
Vinny.
Having returned from our closed session and there being no business to conduct at this time, we are adjourned.
Thank you, sir.